In the heart of Bulgaria, a tradition persists that feels jarringly out of place in the modern world bride markets. These open-air events, held several times a year, see families presenting their daughters adorned in their finest attire to potential suitors. The atmosphere is one of bustling commerce, with the young women themselves treated as commodities to be inspected, bargained for, and ultimately purchased. The price tag on a bride can vary depending on her age, beauty, and perceived domestic skills, with younger women often fetching higher prices. The practice, deeply rooted in the country's Roma community, is often justified as a cultural tradition passed down through generations. However, beneath the veneer of festivity and custom lies a deeply unsettling reality: the objectification and commodification of women. The bride market reduces women to mere possessions, stripping them of agency and autonomy in a transaction that will irrevocably shape their lives. For generations within the Kalaidzhi Roma community, the bride market has been a cornerstone of their cultural fabric. Men, raised with this tradition as the norm, often view it as an integral part of their heritage and a natural way to find a wife. They argue that the market allows them to assess potential brides based on their family background, values, and suitability for marriage. "It's how our fathers and grandfathers did it," explains Georgi, a 72-year-old man who found his wife at the market decades ago. "We are simply following in their footsteps. It is a chance to celebrate our culture and find a good wife." This sentiment, echoed by many within the community, highlights the deep-seated belief that the bride market is not exploitative, but rather a time-honored tradition that deserves respect and preservation. The experiences of women within the bride market are far from monolithic. While some may express a degree of agency or acceptance, many others feel trapped, their voices silenced by the weight of tradition. For young women like 18-year-old Maria, the market evokes a sense of dread and uncertainty. "I am scared," she confides, her voice barely a whisper. "I don't want to be sold like an animal. I want to choose my own husband, build my own life." On the other hand, older women, often raised with the same cultural expectations, may hold different views, shaped by their own experiences within the system. "It is our way," states Elena, a woman in her late 50s who was herself bought at the market in her youth. "My husband was chosen for me, and we have built a good life together." It is not so different from arranged marriages in other cultures. Elena's perspective underscores the complex interplay of culture, tradition, and personal experience that shapes women's perceptions of the bride market. The Bulgarian bride market has become a flashpoint for debate, igniting passionate arguments about the intersection of culture, tradition, and human rights. While proponents defend it as a harmless cultural practice, critics, including human rights organizations, condemn it as a blatant violation of women's fundamental rights. "This practice is archaic and deeply harmful," argues Anya Ivanova, a human rights lawyer based in Sofia. "It reduces women to mere commodities, denying them the freedom to choose their own partners and control their own destinies." The bride market, with its price tags and public bartering, lays bare the uncomfortable reality of a system that commodifies women and perpetuates gender inequality. It raises critical questions about the limits of cultural relativism and the universality of human rights. As Bulgaria continues to grapple with its past and embrace modernity, the bride market stands as a stark reminder of the work that remains to be done to ensure that all citizens, regardless of gender, are afforded equal rights and opportunities.